might. Let me just make sure. Okay. Come on, stream. Stop fighting with me. Right. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Alrighty. Hey, dude, what's happening? I have a bunch of stuff still to clean up, but I need to model these desks and stuff today. I've got to do some lengthening here and there. But we'll get to it. Let me just get my stuff going. Hey, what's happening, Misha? You good? I think we're good. Okay, sweet. Anyway, so yeah, I'm sure you guys remember this is what we left on. And okay, so today I think what we're gonna do is let's do some pre-planning. So remember I said it was a bit squashed, right? This definitely seems to be the case. I feel how squashed this is, so I'm gonna basically give it some more space. It's supposed to be an ice cream. Totally. Yeah, I love my ice creams in classroom shapes. Yeah, so yeah, so I was saying yeah, I'm literally gonna give us some more space today, and then there's gonna be a bit of editing involved, but it's okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna extend the room a little bit, because that needs to happen as well. So you're gonna extend the room just a tiny bit, and then yeah, just so we have the space. I think that seems to make sense. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get rid of these and then get them in a better size, but that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's really about it. So we're gonna extend the thing. We're gonna do the desks. I'm probably gonna try to model the desks, and if it's possible, try to model the chairs as well today. So let's see how that ends up turning out. I just want to make sure that's my shows my download manager. I think sometimes it transfers data. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that's the idea. We're gonna get the tables done. We're gonna get the chairs done. We're gonna extend the room a little bit. Yeah, that's the plan. What's happening, Candy? Are you good? Yeah, okay, so let me just fix this here. Restream, yeah, Restream has been kind of a bitch today, so, so yeah. So excuse the stream if it is a little delayed. I hope not. Restream's really been back and forth. I don't know. I might just start streaming to Twitch directly and just get it over with, really. And just upload to YouTube. Okay, anyway, let's begin. Let's work on this stuff. I think I've saved everything enough that we can actually edit stuff. Just check. Yeah, we can. Okay, so I'm just gonna hide the ceiling. That ceiling's gone. I'm gonna delete these. I'm not even gonna hide them, and that's because I'll re-add them. Yeah, dude, Restream can be a bit ridiculous sometimes. I don't even know why. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna extend this just a little bit. Let's see how much we can go for. So I believe this is wall 1 and that's 2, so let's do 2. We'll do it like 8 maybe. 8 is tiny. Maybe 8, maybe 9. 8.5. Yeah, okay, let's do that. For now, I think that's fine. Grab this guy. Just move these dudes over here. Hope I'm getting this in the right place. I think that's in the right place. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, so, oh yeah, I am hiding the, let's make it textured for now. You guys can see what's happening. So yeah, we're extending that, and as a result, I want to make these lower along with this boolean. Oh, it makes it worse when you're doing more than one. I mean, it's not supposed to do that. That's the actual issue here. It's supposed to actually behave, but it doesn't. It is quite annoying. And it's dependent. Like, if I restart my stream, change my server, it'll fix itself. But it's just annoying to have to do that. Okay. So, yeah, I think we'll try to lengthen the windows. Yeah, because, yeah, okay. It's looking really like this is going to be super wide, but I forgot that I didn't move those. So let's actually do that. First things first, we'll just do that. Shift S, goes to selected. So go in the middle. Just so we can see. Come on, damn it. There we go. We'll just get this guy along with it. Hey, wait, what the hell? Did I? Yeah, okay, I ended up hiding this one. Okay. Now we'll just move this dude. First things first, just get our cursor there. So we know how far to go. There we are. I think it works. Okay. So that's the first thing. We'll take this along with the boolean. Hopefully I can grab everything. So that's that. And I also need to boolean these guys together, the window frame. We'll see how that works. I also need to get these like... So I noticed from the freestyle render that it wasn't exactly rendering the line, so that that needs to happen. So we'll just make sure of that. For now, it's okay. We'll just... That's the cool thing. You see, this is why we use booleans, man. Like, it's just way easy. Just get your, get the actual separation to be wherever you want it to be. Get these guys. I think that's all. Let's get this in the middle. I think this will do a little better. At least that's what I think. And then I might lower these desks just a tiny bit. Now I'm not sure if I want to go with like right now it's 5x5, maybe 5x6, I'm not sure. Either way, let's get these guys. So I do know from our calculations, right? We're gonna go half of this guy, which is roughly around here. So we know that somewhere between these here, somewhere, that's where this desk set's gonna start. So let's get this going. Let's see, yeah, that's about right. Let's move it just a little more forward. Actually, I need my reference images up, and I don't have them up. Okay, so now just increase the distance, and our array modifier here. I think this is the one. Don't ask me why it's in centimeters, because I really don't have a clue. It's not actually supposed to do that. And I know, okay, that from here halfway, and then halfway of that. So that's about right, I assume. It's looking like 71 might be a tiny bit much, but let's see. We'll get to it. Looks to be roughly equal across the board. That looks to be okay. That's half of that is basically what needs to happen here. So like that, and then half. And that's where these should stop. So right now I'm just checking. This looks to be okay. Let's actually have a look. Get the ceiling back and the floor just so we can see. Let's see. Hope I can render it nicely. Okay, we don't actually have. Let's see here. My freestyle. Let's see. I think that's just like a standard, yeah. Okay, let's just do some environment lighting so I can have some kind of idea of what's going to happen here. How many lights do I have? Oh yes, I ended up putting a Hemi in. We could get some like better lighting here. And I think, oh, I know what the problem is. So this guy. If we turn the shadow off, I don't think we really need it right now, so it's fine. Yeah, now you can see it. There's some nice blending here, which works. Got some decent Blender skills. Thanks, man. I mean, I have been working on Blender, like working in Blender for like a good couple of years now. But you know, like you're always learning new techniques and stuff, and it doesn't really matter how much you know because you have to learn new stuff again. I still kind of feel like this is cramped. I don't know. Just want to get this guy up so I can have an idea what's going on here. I do feel like it might need to be wider as well. Hey, thanks for the host, Julia. Things still feel kind of cramped to me. I guess we'll really be able to tell once we actually get rid of that ceiling and floor again. We'll really be able to tell once we get things going. I guess it looks about right. Like when I look at this looks pretty anime classroom to me. Spacing looks about right. I guess that's what it looks like. I'm not too sure about the measurements. We'll definitely adjust this, and we need to fix these because all these need to go right till the end of the walls. We don't have that just yet, so it's fine. I mean, this room is going to change quite a bit, so what I do want to do, however, is one, get my reference images open. That's gonna help. That always kind of helps. Okay, and aside from the reference images, I want to just get my browser going because I want a Japanese desk. Let's see. I do generally see two types of desks, in all honesty. We have the ones with the curved legs, you know, the legs kind of curve and they attach on the sides, and then we have the ones that are they kind of attached to the sides in some weird way. Now I just need to find like an actual real desk. A lot of these are just digital. Japanese school desk, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Just like a real school desk. Come on, work with me. We're gonna end up using curves to get the actual legs right. That's the only way I know how, really. Okay. Sort of, it seems like I'm doing nothing. I'm actually just looking at some reference. Gotta do that. Got to look at reference. Yeah, why is it so damn hard to find just like a simple picture of a Japanese school desk? Jeez. I would have assumed that it would have been easier. I don't like this song. Go away. Here we go. It's not a really clear image. That's the... It's okay. I just really want to see the height, you know? Because, okay, I mean, we did map the actual height out, so... Anyway. That's okay. Let's actually get to making this. We'll take this one. I don't know if I want to use the same... you know what, let's see how this works. Okay. So I'm gonna need to get rid of these array modifiers. I don't think it'll actually remove those. Yeah, that's fine. Get rid of them arrays. And for now, can actually work on this on another layer. Just so that I can see what the hell's going on. Okay, there we go. So for now, what we'll do is... I do want to keep these just so I know, but I think... Yeah, okay, it's actually on the floor plane, so it's fine. Alright, so... Let's see this. Not showing the thickness here. Let's have an actual look at this. Reference-wise, it looks, I think, maybe just a little thinner. It'll work out. Something like that. It needs to be... sometimes it's good to actually look at things in perspective, so that you can just get a rough idea of how this works. Okay, there we go. So, grab this, and then... Let's see... Jet, we'll have to look. Make a suggestion. Anime. Don't they have larger gap between the front row and teacher's platform? I believe so. Let's go back to our my layers. It's true. Again, like I said, it depends on perspective. So here's the gap here. If this is here, I think that's quite an amount of space. Although I will cross-reference my actual reference images to figure that out. I think if it's there, it's about right. It's not huge. If this is the size of a desk, I think that's about right. We'll see though. I have to make the desks, and then we'll have to see from there. And here's the cool thing. You see, I'm modeling the desk, and because I'm using the same data, it's actually modeling the desk while I'm doing it, which works. But yeah, we can always adjust. That's the thing, because I'm using modifiers and stuff. It's pretty easy to adjust for the most part. That's why I haven't actually used the boolean yet on the windows, because I know I might have to edit them. Okay, so next we are going to take this, move it down somewhere here. I'm gonna need to look at reference for this. To me, it looks like... Yeah, it looks like it's about like this much over, I think. Roughly. I mean, I'm really just looking at this. I don't like this song. No. Back to what I was doing. Yeah. So I'm literally just doing this by eye. How effective that is beyond me, but okay, I'm not in perspective, so let's actually grab this guy, have it in like a decent viewing distance so we can see exactly what's going on. I think we're talking about that much, roughly. Looks about that much. Okay. This is where all the magic happens, man. So, get this going here. Like that. I think that's about right. I don't think it should be like super large. I think it's something like that. Should be about right, I think. Yeah. Okay, then let's do this. I think thickness wise, it's a bit thick. That's okay. Doesn't need to be anything special, really. Trying to just get it as far back as I can. Let's just do that. Yeah, something like that. There we go. So looks about right to me, I think. Only thing that needs to happen is should have actually seen this coming. I don't know how much it actually goes over, but we'll just have to judge. Something like that, maybe? I'm assuming. No idea. I'm assuming this thing is actually far back. I need to just see. Go back to our... I do still feel like this is pretty thick, but... how that's possible. I don't think Satanism is gonna help you with 3D modeling. I think it's just regular, really. I just full screen this guy. Yeah, it looks to be quite equal, I think. I think it needs just a little bit more, to be honest. Let's actually do that. Not in perspective, that's why. Yeah, given that the legs are going to go there, I think that kind of makes sense. I should just smooth these out just in case. There we go. I'm gonna give it a bit of an edge. In a bit, we'll see how that ends up turning out. We'll see. Okay, so we've got that, and now this is where things get fun. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, like I said, the only way I know how to do this, really, because it's a bit annoying. Like if you're doing straight legs, maybe, which I've kind of seen. I've seen straight-legged ones, but I'm not too sure. I've also seen the ones that are kind of like, they kind of, you know, go out like that, kind of. I mean, it's not at a steep angle. Alright, cool, man. Cool, Ghost Wolf. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, so let's see here. This might be a little large, but it's okay. I can always adjust it, so that's fine. Yeah, you see, I've actually noticed like a bunch of yeah, straight-legged ones, huh? When I look at my actual anime reference, it doesn't look like these are straight-legged. Let me just see what my reference is here. I guess we could just do straight-legged. Although I do see that they aren't. They straight-legged in the front, it seems, and then the back kind of curves out. So it really just depends, in all honesty. How effective that's going to be is beyond me. I don't know. I hope I updated my streams information right. that will really upset me. Let me go see. Channel. Okay, well, it is updated, so that's fine. Okay, anyway. So far so good. Yeah. So the song sounds like a video game. Yeah. You know, chiptune. Okay, so what we're gonna do is wasted enough time. We're gonna get a nubs curve now. If I can find it. Yeah, there we go. So now why specifically a nubs curve is because I just hate the way the regular curve works. So we aren't going to use the regular curve. You know what? I could just do this. Scale, what is X? There we go. Now I can basically adjust this anyway, I feel like. Okay. So I think we need to take this and let's see, rotate 90. X, Y. Yeah, okay, Y, and then again on the X. I think that's correct, yeah. So, seeing as we're having a bit of trouble seeing it, let's give it some depth and some resolution. Pull that. There we go. I think that's okay. Oh, maybe even just one seems fine. Okay, so now just take this curve. I might have to redo the position of this curve, but it's okay. I think if I just do Control Shift Alt C and origin to geometry, there we go. So now we can actually see that. Now how thick this thing should be is beyond me. We'll solve that as we go, because I can always adjust the thickness. It's really more about getting the shape right. So now I think that's okay. Now a couple of tricks that we can do is let's just try to subdivide this guy and get it to be straight. Yeah, okay. And again, given that I need to look at reference to kind of judge like how thick that thing actually is, I can get a bit crazy having to deal with reference, but I think this might be too thick. So we'll go a little lower, but it doesn't really matter right now. Really what does matter is that we get the look right. So can I have these? Scale them on Y. And you'll notice how that kind of brings stuff in. There's a bunch of stuff that we're gonna have to sort out here, but for now, that's exactly what we want. Like that. Okay. And then let's see here. I think I might just move these for the sake of moving them. Something like that. So we get it to touch at the bottom. Now our depth here, we have it at 2 centimeters, and I think 1.5 might be good for now. All we really need to do is take all of these. So I'll just take the entire thing and scale it on Y. You'll notice how it doesn't really break anything. There's a bunch of stuff we'll have to work through, but I know how it kind of actually looks like it's flat, but when you actually go there, you'll see it's round. Now for now, I think that's okay. Now we did say we were gonna make this one the straight edge, so let's actually do that. I do want to get one in here. Not too sure. That looks about right. Okay. Perfect, perfect. I do actually want this to go. Oh. Nope. I don't know what this extrude thing does. Ah, okay. Never mind. That's not what I want to do anyway, so. Okay, and the smoothing is important, yeah. So, let's see. What I will do is, let's take a look at this. It's looking okay. Kind of feel like maybe I might be wrong, but kind of feels like this thing is bending inwards a little bit. That's okay. Any imperfection like that, no one's actually gonna see that. So if I actually did this, can I? Yeah, let's actually do that. Like that. Again, then we'll work on this one. Right now, when I look at this, this looks way too high, I think. So I might actually lower it just a tiny bit. I'm not too sure. Okay, either way, let's get this here. Let's try and position this guy. I'm still feeling like 1.5 might be too thick. Something like, yeah, maybe 1.3, 1.4, I think. Let's see, what am I feeling? Feeling like 1.3, just a 1.4 in case. There we go. Does look better. My resolution's still 1, so we'll do 2. Kind of smooth that crap out. Now, from what I understand, if we can just have a good look at this. See here. Look at our reference. It's definitely attached pretty close. So, actually do that. I'm not sure if the bend is a bit sharper, but whatever. Really, like tiny details like that don't matter too much. You just this can be pretty confusing. Okay, so once again, see if I can scale this on Y more. Something like that, I think. And like I said, if I really need to edit anything, I always can. As long as I don't convert this, it'll be fine. No, it's really just to see. Yeah, and this does seem to extend, so let's try this. For now, we'll just push this guy out like that. And then... Nope. No. I just want to get it on that. look at this. It's definitely way too far out. I think something like that. Can be a bit of a challenge in all honesty. Okay. So let's try to tighten up this curve. I really should have saved one. Actually, you know what, let's just do that. Shift D. Save it. Like here. I'll save it there somewhere. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Look at that. Looking so-so. So now I just need to take this guy back a little bit. Kind of like that, I think. Seems to be about right, I think. There's too much information on the screen. You get used to it, really. I think I'm just gonna shift this just a tiny bit. Kind of get it equal, you know. Because the desk is attached here. I don't think it's attached there, so. Now, the real question is, let's go into perspective. The real question is, does this look too high? That is the question. You know, it doesn't actually matter because they're the same object, so let me just try to get this as close as we can to the initial one. Okay. There we go. I think that looks like a desk. Looks like a desk to me, jeez. Just group them. That's not what I want to do. I think is it like Control P? Is that the one? Yeah, there we go. Oh, these can move independently, but if I grab that, it will work. Okay. So now here's the magic, really. If we go back here, you'll see for the most part, unless if I want to, I can actually just get it to do what I need it to, just by joining the objects. But you'll see it basically duplicated everything over. So what I am going to do, though, I'm going to keep this guy along with these. And it really just needs to be a copy, so I'll move this guy as well to the last layer. Should be okay. So we have that, and we should have another copy of this guy, just in case we need to change anything. Okay. What I am going to do now, however, is take this dude and just join these. The hell do you mean no mesh to join? Can I like unparent these? Come on, damn it. I can't remember how to do this. No. Control J. Okay, it's fine. You know what? Take these. No? Okay, you know what? Let's do this. So make sure I have. So fine. Okay, there we go. So what I'm gonna try to do is duplicate this guy. And come on, damn it! I really just need these to join, but now, because I parented it, it's not joined. Did I save one that wasn't joined? Ugh. Damn it. Now I forget how to undo the parenting. how do I do this? I think here we go. There we go. Just undo the parent. Okay, so actually what we'll do is we'll get rid of this guy. Just undo the parents here, like so. Now I think I can join them quite happily, I think. Does that mean no mesh data? Damn, no mesh data to join. Because that makes... Oh, it's because I don't convert this to a mesh. Okay, genius. Now, I still need this one for editing purposes, but what we're going to do is... I still have this guy along with that, so it works. What we will do is we'll convert this one. And let's see, how do we convert this? It is Alt-C. Yeah, there we go. Put this guy. Oh, we don't want to keep the original, so it's fine. I think that's it. Mesh from curves. Should be it. Yeah, there we go. So for now, that's fine. Can't believe I forgot that. Okay, so we will just join these guys. There we go. So now, here's the magic. Okay. I go back to the original layer. We'll have everything worked out. There we go. Now we can see it in the actual classroom and decide, okay, if it's too tall or whatever. And now you know why I actually turned this into a wire. Okay, let's have a look at this. Right now we are in perspective, and giving this an actual look, I think it looks too bad. I mean, if the heights are off, I can always just adjust that. That doesn't matter. But let's see. Hey, Connie, what's happening? Sorry, man. I know you were like chatting and stuff, but both times that you did, I didn't have my Discord, like the Discord screen open, so I didn't actually see your chat. Okay. Thanks, Connie. I mean, there's still a lot of work to go, but it's getting there. Okay, I don't know how you guys feel, but it doesn't look... I feel maybe... Are these desks too high? It feels like they're too high. And that might just be me. I don't actually know. That might just be me. I could drop it just a tiny bit if I have to. So we don't actually have to worry too much about that. Yeah. So it looks okay. I do still feel like it's like maybe the discs are a bit too high. I feel that way. There's a good chance. Either way, let's do some tests. Check if these are working out the way they should. We don't have a floor. Let's get that floor back. Okay. I think we're good. Let's check this out. Okay. Now I know that this light is actually just coming from the Hemi. If I actually just turn that off, we can... Actually, it's just the spec, I think, coming from the Hemi. No. Huh. Actually quite surprising. I'm so confused. Where is this light coming from? See, we're getting like a thing here. Where is it? Cannot be the sun. We don't have any other lights. It has to be that Hemi. When I turn it off, it gets a bit wonky. There's still kind of like a shine thing going on there. And it's annoying. Do we still have environment lighting on? We do. So usually the Hemi will get replaced. That and other stuff, it just depends. I just want to make sure that I am in fact using... okay, that's fine. It looks okay, I think, for the most part. So what's happening, Connie? Are you good? What's going on? Why aren't you on Twitch, man? Looks about right, I think. The thing that's bugging me now is the sun. See, so it's actually the sun that's doing this. So when I look at our Hemi over here, looks like we are okay. Look, it doesn't really matter. I really shouldn't be worrying myself over this right now, in all honesty. Sun's right in the back. So usually the sun doesn't do this, and I can understand why. When we have the ray shadows on, you'll see those will actually disappear. Alright, thanks for hopping on Twitch. So now you see how the ray shadows work. That bothers me because I really sometimes it's handy to have a sun lamp just shine in there, because it brightens, like, you can tell how much it brightens the scene. Like when I actually turn the shadow off, it's pretty damn bright. Other than the Hemi, there are some issues with that, so we'll get to that. We'll get to that. And usually, no environment lighting means, you know, sharper renders, but you can tell what ends up happening. Still quite a bit of stuff to handle, though. Let's see. So, anyway, I'll put the environment lighting back on, but I think our real issue is that the sun is casting. Where the hell is this thing? Yeah. So I think the sun is actually casting a. So if I check the specular and check this out, you'll see now that it's not there. But that's actually not so much the fault of this. When we, I mean, I really shouldn't be doing this, in all honesty. I'll just call this desk for the sake of it. But if we lower that specular, lower that hardness, you'll see should behave a little more accurately. Just a little bit. Now it does have an annoying line going across, but it doesn't matter really. At this point, none of that matters. Nothing about anything matters right now. Really, it's more what we have to do, which we'll get to. We'll get to it. Size-wise, I feel like the distance there still isn't enough. We'll have to decide. I don't know. These windows are going to drive me crazy as well. Just depends. But so far so good. Also, it does depend on I think our actual camera lens. I know we're using a large size, and that could also be the problem. Because right now I'm just using a larger sensor. I'm not using, messing with the focal length or anything. That's also pretty important to how you work with this junk. So yeah, let's see. I can imagine Dennis in a Sailor Moon cosplay. What? That's weird, Connie. I don't think Dennis would get all the men. Okay, so far so good. Okay, we haven't finalized the room, and that's okay, really. There are some things, like I said, half of half, that's where this needs to end, but it's not. And if you look here, half of this is where this should start. So I could actually just move these forward, in all honesty. Just a tiny bit like that. It gives us, let's see, if half is here and half there, it's okay. It's a lot better now. Yeah, let me know if it does still feel too cramped, and if these desks look, I do feel like they're taller than they should be, so it looks like I have to actually work on some stuff. If this turns out to be a good anime, I'm going to make a remix of the characters screaming. Make a remix of the characters screaming Nani. I'll go for it. Although we're not actually making it in Japanese, it's way too much work. Way more work than I'd be happy with, in all honesty. Okay, so Let's go back to our little desk here. And there is something that I want to do. So right now we have this guy, right? And what I do want to do is I want to duplicate this and move it over here like that. And instead, oh shit, I forgot something. Oh geez, okay. I realized what the problem is. Okay, but it's fine. You know, I'll do it here. Where's that guy? I think I moved it like 3. Yeah, okay. So we kind of forgot something, and that would be, damn it. Okay, there we go. We want to grab all of these, like so, like that, and then I need to be in perspective so I can see properly. But perspective camera can sometimes be a complete piece of shit, so we kind of need to like cheese it. Come on, work with me, damn. And I think it's, jeez. I want to make sure. Come on, damn it. This is the one thing that I hate about working in perspective. But it's okay, let's see if this does any better. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now, jeez, oh, welcome back, Julia. Just bevel this guy, something like that, and I think we're looking at 2 cuts. I think something like, you know, I can't actually see. That's fine. Let's just hide this for now. Okay, so we need to see this nicely. Okay. It's 1. Yeah, I think 2. I think 2 is the right amount. Looks about right in my eyes. Oh, jeez. What the hell? Here's my pivot point. Should be median point. Yeah, there we go. Jeez. Okay, now let's have a look at this. Jeez. Oh my god. What the hell? No. No. Oh jeez. Can I actually go back again? I made an actual mistake there. Okay, here we go. I think if I do this and just get in there. Nice. Check this. Jeez, rotation. Just do this. Jeez. Oh my god, why is the rotation all wonky now? Like super crazy. Let's see. I think this is so annoying. No. Well, there is a fix for this, but I forget how the hell you actually fix that. But anyway. 5. Let's see, where is everything? Okay. Okay, there we go. So now median point is the right one, but anyway. Some reason like it goes all crazy. Notice like how far it actually rotates things. Anyway, it's fine. So there is our desk. I think the lighting is a little better now. I'm not sure if 3 is the answer. I mean, it looks about right, to be honest. I could just, you know what? Let's do this again. Let's do 4 instead. Okay, 4 doesn't look like it's playing with the shading nicely. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so it's fine for now. And let's go back to the actual classroom. Okay, I just want one layer. That's this guy. Okay, there we go. See how crazy this rotation amount is. It's quite annoying, actually. I really don't actually know what changes the damn rotation thingy to do that. Damn it. It's so annoying. And let's check perspective. Oh jeez. Okay, there we go. Looks about right. I mean, give this a look again. Now, like I said, do ignore the actual issues like with the lighting, because it doesn't really matter right now. We'll fix that when the time comes. Okay, so far that's fine. The rotation is still annoying as all hell. If I can actually fix that in like the view. Blender does that sometimes, where it's just like the rotation just really gets screwed. I just don't understand why. I never really can. Yes, I do 3D cursor. No. Ugh. No idea. No clue. Okay, I'll have to figure it out. Anyway. Oh jeez. I was wondering why the windows on that side weren't correct. Okay. There we go. So far so good. Looks pretty good. I think we can do the chairs next. Like I said, I still feel like this is kind of high. I might actually end up lowering them. So let's do this. Okay. This is what we see, and this is in perspective. So if I lower this a tiny bit, like maybe like so. Yeah, something like that. Does that look more accurate to what it should be? That's the real question here. See, that's what it was. Yeah, these lower ones definitely look more accurate. At least anime wise. It's okay, I can always change it, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so for now, that's all fine. Desks look sweet. Now I'm gonna make another version of this desk, and that's why we made the duplicate. So I can just figure this out. Where's our, yeah, here we go. Here are our duplicates. So, thing is that while that is pretty sweet, right? What we do want to do here is, let me just get that guy, get that guy. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I'll just eyeball this. Please. Yeah, so right. So it's something like this, which is okay. Okay, and then this guy. So I want a version of this that is something like this, basically. Now you see it's got a nice rim now. So now you'll see it. Nice smooth rim. And the shading problem's all solved. So that just depends. We'll see how that ends up working out. But for now, I just made it so that we have it, which is perfect. Okay, let's see. I feel like there are other stuff, like yeah, there are other things that we need to start getting in here. I just want to actually look at my reference and see what I can tell from this. Yes, it actually looks like the teacher is relatively close to the students. It's fine. Yeah, color palette's also gonna be like pretty important because I do want bright colors. But anyway, all that crap doesn't matter. Are you guys still in chat? You guys are quiet, man. Let's see. There's also some other things that I noticed, and that is that we've got these bottom boards on most everything, really. And I should actually include that in the wall. So let's actually do that. If I can find the wall. Yeah. If I unhide this guy. Just look at that. And then I can add the spaceboard. So if we go in here, we'll see the baseboard. You guys know what a baseboard is, right? So it's basically this, those things. Bugs me that like these don't work, and I'm not sure if that's because like I'm not sure if it works if I boolean the thing in. Let's actually go and see. So if I add another boolean just for the sake of it, okay. Add this guy. I'll tell this to be a union. You see, so it doesn't actually render that baseboard. This doesn't really matter. I'm not really sure. I think we'll have to add the baseboard in. Doesn't really matter. We'll get rid of that for now. Anyway, here's the baseboard. It doesn't look like I can actually bevel it, so we'll have to decide on the height and stuff. I think that's looking cool. A cool thing is that we can actually like how can I illustrate this the best way? I can actually do something like this. Let's make this pretty amazing. So you'll see if I wanted more of the school to actually start happening, you see, like there's a bunch of stuff that I can do like that, and we can actually just, you know, this amazing tall building. Yay. Yeah, so you can do stuff like that, which is pretty sweet. Okay, so I don't know what measurement this is. What the hell? Anyway, yeah, so you notice the perspective is pretty wide, and that is, I think, partially due to, what is my camera lens? Huh, actually 35. Is that, I don't think this is linked to the camera. It's definitely not linked to the camera. Where's Julia? Alright, so I think it's looking okay. Even the space in the front looks okay now, I think. We'll have to see. I haven't added the booleans for the windows on top and stuff, and we need to readjust some of these because I feel like these need to go down a little bit more. But now that we've added more width in, I'm not sure how that's going to behave, in all honesty, and that's kind of worrying. So let's actually pull this down, no? Let's do that. But now what I'll do is pull this guy down all the way down so we can see. And I think that's okay. Height wise, maybe, I'm not too sure. So where are our settings for this guy? I'm going to set the height. Do these ones need to clip into that? I think so, yeah. Oh, it's actually supposed to like clip something like this. Doesn't really matter how we clip it in for now, because I'll actually clean it up. Oh, see if I can get it like as close as possible. That's the one. Okay. I feel like those are a little better. I don't know. You guys can tell me. Let's see. Is it easier to create characters? No. Characters are actually quite hard. This stuff's pretty easy. To make stuff is a real joke, really. You can easily make stuff in 3D. It's really not difficult. What is difficult is making people. There's a lot of stuff that you have to do other than just modeling. For anime specifically, there's a bunch of stuff that's difficult, like really difficult. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. So yeah, there are stuff that's really difficult. Aside from actual modeling, you have to do a bunch of you know, you have to do like a bunch of like after the characters, you have to do like there's some stuff with anime that you have to do, like you have to edit normals and stuff, and then yeah, it's not the best. Plus you have to animate them, so you don't need to just animate them. So I might be incorrect in saying that. You have to basically rig them. So you have to kind of make like a skeleton kind of thing with like bones and stuff that you then use to like deform the mesh and stuff, and then you have to make like weight paints and a bunch of stuff like that that you have to sort out. We can still adjust the frame size, but alright. And like I said, I might actually drop these just a tiny bit because it does in fact look like these desks are too tall. I really feel that way. I feel like they're really taller than they should be, so I think this is enough, and then we'll just adjust the height to do what it needs to do. Let's actually just make sure that I'm doing this quite accurately, because these two frames need to merge. So I think that's like around here is enough, really. Okay, so that's that. That should be fine. You see how easy it makes it when you work with a boolean. Wait, these. I could do the long windows. Really doesn't matter at this point, but we'll have to see. Scale X. Can I actually? No. Scale Y. That doesn't change anything. Okay. So I need to do this. Scale Y. Like that. And we have the actual wall gone, which is good. Now that we have that way, I feel like, looks like this thing is cutting through the, whatever, we'll work it out. Okay, so now let's see if I can actually get the width. The problem with the width is that it's going to scale both ways, you see that? Now when I look at this, to me it seems like those windows are just way too wide. Thinking about it, actually, I mean, that's really not the case, because what I need to do is, this is going to be annoying. So what I need to do here is, I need to take this guy and put it like kind of in the middle, which is going to be quite annoying. It's okay. And then I'm worried it's not going to look square enough, so we might end up pushing the windows a bit back. Let's see how we behave here. Okay. And we still have to make the booleans for the doors. And that actually involves cutting this entire thing out. Okay, so let's see here. What if me and Julia just be random students as Easter eggs? I don't know, maybe. If it's within design scope, I wouldn't mind making it, guys. Anime looks like something easy, but definitely it's not. It's really not. Look, doing it in 3D is difficult, without a doubt. but I would say it's easier than having to. If we were to compare cartoons versus I think anime uses just a like animating it isn't too difficult, but the design process is a bit more difficult, I think, personally. So this does look okay to me, but like I said, I really believe these desks are way too tall. So it's fine, you know, we shouldn't waste too much more time. We should just take one of these chairs. This guy over here. Again, just get rid of the modifiers. This is where it might get a bit challenging. So let's actually see how we're going to deal with this, because yeah, I have no clue how I'm going to deal with this. So yeah. I don't know about the height, so that's gonna have to work itself out, but for the most part it's fine. So we'll move this guy to, I think it's 3. Here's the other guy, let's go to 3 and double check. Yeah, so here's this guy here. I do want to move this entire model like pretty close to this desk here. I think it's okay, in all honesty. Really can't argue with that. So yeah, I think this is fine. Let's see, but if it's a model of a character that is not going to actually move, just a pose, still that hard. Look, posing a character isn't the hardest part, really. I mean, to make convincing poses and stuff, that takes all a bunch of knowledge and so on and so forth. But posing a character isn't difficult. You could use a model as reference. You could use yourself as reference, so that's not difficult. What is difficult is making a character, the design process of making a character, modeling the character, doing materials and textures and all of that for the character. All of that stuff's pretty difficult. More so with anime. I swear you would be really famous on ArtStation. I am making me an account. I'm gonna make me an account. I'm gonna post shit on ArtStation. Okay. I do have DeviantArt as well. I need to actually post stuff. Okay, so let's say this is our chair here. What I'm going to do right now, you know what I should do actually is, can I actually, you know what, let's do this. And because I know that this is the actual width of this item, I think it's actually something like this is what it should be. So you know what, we'll do this and we will grab these, make them into a face. And now I assume looks like I think these might need to be a bit thicker. Anyway, pull this down just a tiny bit. I don't think the chair needs to be as thick. That's just me. Okay, so the height is arbitrary, but it's really this that's important. What I do want to do. Okay, so now we have this. Okay. Now, this does get a bit complex. So there's some things we're gonna need to look at. I can actually bring in, I do have like a reference desk that I could probably bring in and just test to see if the sizes are correct. It's always handy. So this works. In fact, you know what, I might want to do that. Let me, I'm not sure if my blender is in full screen really. I don't know if you guys have been viewing with like a tiny black border, but nah, it's too late now. Alright, so yeah, trust me, things get better when I start rendering. Right now it's making all the cool stuff. Making stuff first and then rendering after. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop open another Blender window. If it doesn't appear, yeah, it's fine. Pop it over here. I do have some extra models that I might want to give a look, really. So given that this is actually some reference that I downloaded, it might come in handy, so might as well just see if I can. I don't know where this thing's gonna appear though. Where's What's this object? Oh, there we go. Jeez, that's a pretty big object. Okay, let's scale it down. And let's grab it, put it here somewhere. Grab shift. Okay, bring it somewhere here. And let's just test this height. I think that's the correct way. Yeah, so let's actually just look at this guy. Looks like these are slightly more robust, which I can actually edit there. And I was right, so given the look, it looks like working with something that is just trying to, oh geez, wait, rotate and Z, just get this to line up. Okay, there we go. So I think one more down makes more sense in my brain for some reason. Okay, so yeah, that being said, this is just seeing, okay, these are about the same thickness, about. I think we can still get it just a little closer. What am I doing? There we go. So now if we talk about that thickness, we can see roughly what height we should be working at. Also, this measurement is very square compared to the actual real world measurement that I used of an actual Japanese desk. So let's see, thank God, you better post there and promote your anime. That's the whole point, man. So we'll see here that obviously this guy is a little bit more what's the word, square. I might actually stretch this out just a tiny bit more. Seeing as when I actually look at this, we can see some actual stuff in the back. This model obviously isn't mine, but it's actually just a reference to give me some idea if whether my scales are correct or not. Looks like the thickness is actually fine there. This taper here, I don't see that happening in anime itself, so I'm not too worried about that. If I need to, I might just scale it down a bit, but that's fine. All is fine. I just don't like how... Huh. I just want to see something. So, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it is smooth. So what's actually making it behave like this? I think it's the... there we go. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Edge splits. That makes sense. Okay. We should actually do an edge split as well. Edge split helps. So now, I should just ensure model is smooth, but we will adjust this dude like, I don't think it's sharp edges either, no? Okay. We'll just adjust this dude. 45. 45 is too much. 46. Yeah, 46 works. Looks like it works. Okay. That's made it pretty like hard. Alrighty. So things are making sense now. Obviously, given that my scale is slightly different, like I said, this is square, but for the most part, just pulling this down, I should be able to get the correct height, roughly. It looks like it's a lot, but I'll just use my eye to be able to tell me how much I think it should work out. That does work. We're gonna have to edit that because I want the thing to actually poke out a little bit, I think. And when we look at that, we can see it might not actually be that. Let's see here. Yeah, this is actually tucked underneath, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. But that's why we made all those duplicates. Where they? Those ones. So we can always edit them. These especially, having these still in curve form allows us to edit quite easily. I don't think... what is here? Oh, it's a duplicate of this stuff, okay. It looks like I'm gonna have to reduplicate the entire room. in case I stuff anything up, which I don't want to. It's always good to have backups, and layers really come in handy for that. So really the idea here, right, is that we want to, let's see, have the chair kind of bend a little bit. So that's quite a challenge, given I just need to actually look at my reference to see what the hell is actually going on. But for the most part, I think we can work with it. Let's see, reference. It's definitely curving around and down just a little bit. Okay. So what we'll do is, let's actually get this working. Oh, whoops, jeez. Am I still in? No, I'm in orthographic. Okay. There we go. Okay, so what I need to happen right now is we need 7. Let's see here, where's this damn thing? Over there. Yeah. But really it's just trying to achieve the shape. I think that should be enough. That guy. And let's actually get proportional editing on. Enable, I think. Let's see. So if we do Y, we can actually get this to behave the way I want it to. I don't like the way this curve is behaving, so I think sphere will be fine. Yeah, there we go. You see how that behaves. There we go. I'm gonna kind of just bend it over, although I do think we need more geometry in all honesty. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you know what, let's actually, yeah, maybe something like that. Give us just more of a smooth gradient. I really don't know if I need this. I'll figure that out. For now, we'll do this, and we will grab it Y. See how that works. We want it to be just a tiny bit out like that. And that's kind of how it behaves. And then, let's see, go in here. Then what we'll do is we'll grab this like so. Yeah, so something like that. I think that kind of works. I can always just pull it down just a little more. Actually, try that again, shall we? Z. Something like that. I think that works. Then let's get these edges. I can actually bevel these in a decent capacity. Can we? There we go. Let's see. Is that big enough? Yeah, I guess. Huh. I think that's okay. Let's actually give this an edge split with that. Again, 46, 45, roughly correct. Again, if I need to edit it, it's actually quite easy. It looks fine to me. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna have to use curves again. for the most part, I need to actually see how this is going to work. Now, I hate having to work with curves, really. So, given my understanding, let's check this on my anime reference. It seems that it's going to have a back, so this is going to come up, and then okay, so first we can have a brace like here, like that, right? See that, like that, and then, which is, it's really self-explanatory there, but then what needs to happen after that is that this needs to go up. So basically the brace, if I'm correct, this is pretty confusing. So yeah, so the base comes up from here, from the front, to the end, and then up the chair, and then around and joins in the center. And then the next piece basically comes from the back and then goes around. First we have to identify what height this is. And I think that's pretty self-explanatory. We have to make another one of these though, and that might not be the best, I think. Let's zoom in on this damn image. Are you guys still here? You guys are watching pretty intently if you guys are this quiet. Let's see. I think, is that okay? Should I maybe go just a little more than that? I feel like I should actually do them independently, in all honesty. Like, that's fine, but those aren't. I'm not liking how much those... So actually, let's do that. I'll do them independently. Grab this. Grab that. There we go. Come on, damn it. Okay, there we go. That's it. So we wanted something like this, I think. It seems to be helpful enough. And then on these ones, I need this to happen like way more because of how sharp this edge ended up. That's actually the problem there. Seems. I think that's it. I think. Yeah, it seems something like this. I think that does look a lot better. We do have our edge split. Okay, I'll get that on smooth. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay. Alrighty. That kind of works. Okay. Now the fun stuff. Let's get the cursor selected. Let's shift A. Grab in a Bezier. No, not a Bezier curve. A Nobs curve. Okay. So, again, we know this isn't going to be fun. So rotate 90 on X. Like that. Hit 90 Z. Perfect. And now once again we have to me, at least in this anime, this reference that I'm looking at, it looks like the legs on the desk and the legs on the chair the same width. That's what it looks like to me. Julia, are you still here? Okay, here we go. So cheap trick will just scale on Y. Straighten this guy out. 0, okay. So for now, right, there's a couple of things that we need to know. I'm just gonna take this guy, put it over here. I'm in ortho, yeah, okay. Alright, so let's do one. Get this guy over here, like so. Something like that. And let's give it some depth. I believe the depth of that previous one was 1.4. Was it? Yeah. And resolution of 2. Full. I think that is the same. Those two things are the same. Looks like it. Sweet. Okay. Now, like we said before, I just need to make sure of this. This is where shit gets really crazy. And in the anime, let's see here. Looks like they're pretty damn straight. I just need to make sure of that though. Yeah, they are 100% straight. They kind of bend a bit at the back. Seems like it. So we have to work on that. Julia, damn it, are you here? Okay, so let's see. Right now I'm just gonna take these, put this guy there, something like that. Because I know that this guy has to go over. And yeah, this just really depends. Okay. So that's it. So it's gonna do this, right? And then it's not gonna go down, it's gonna go up. This is where things get a bit challenging. It's gonna go up like so. Move this in there, so it makes a bit more sense. So like so. Something like this. So I'm not gonna actually use, yeah, so that's gonna go like that. And then it's gonna go straight across. Something like this. Hopefully I can like make a mirror modifier or something that will work. It's gonna do something like that. That, like that, and then around and down. Okay. So we have this. Okay. And first thing we're going to do is subdivide so we can start getting the length that we want. And then grab this guy. Let's actually get a subdivision in here. That's looking okay. That's gonna have to be pretty tight, it seems. So gonna grab this. Like we'll definitely make end up making the curve a lot tighter. It's just for now, this is what needs to happen. Let's see, does that tighten it up too much? No, it actually looks about right. Okay, sweet. So we've got our straight edge. This goes that way, it goes down, and that works, right? And let's see. Yeah, we'll work on that. That looks fine. Have to figure out exactly what type of bend we're gonna work with there. That is fine. Okay, we'll call that fine. I might bend this just a tiny bit. So then I get this curve to kind of behave the same way. See how that works. Oh, did I grab something? Oh shit. that too. Okay, these two. Where is that thing? Something like this, I think. Really just depends on a couple of factors anyway. Looks like it's working, and then it seems like, oops, can I actually do another modifiers work on this damn thing? Ooh, that's not smart. Crap. It's supposed to be on X. Problem comes in with, can't actually see. Oh, there we go. That's why. Is it why? No. It said it is. I can always just move this in there. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm still on YouTube. Why? Okay, so something like that. We'll see how this ends up. Oh, whoops. That's the one I want to do. Okay. So that seems to be it. It really just depends. And it doesn't look wide enough. I feel like it's not wide enough for some reason. but I will judge it accordingly. We'll see. Okay, back to this guy. We need turn on clip in here. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, that's it. So I think we clip those together. Should be it. Actually, not. Let's skip this one and let's do these. Just like that. And now, so I figure out how we can fill that last bit. Because then, like, this isn't an actual thing. Yeah, it's not. No, we don't need that. And I don't know what that really does. Oh, okay. Seems like that's a thing, but oh my god. Oh, the what? Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, 1 second. I have 2 sets. Okay, that's our problem. Okay. Alright. So now I want to just go back into the settings and actually get these to touch. That works. Now, obviously, it seems like this guy is way too long. So let's pull this dude over here back up. I'll actually be able to delete this dude. Yeah, there we go. That works. Works perfectly. Sweet. And 1. Okay. So now, I feel like these two. I'm not too sure. Let's see if I get rid of this guy. No. If we get rid of this dude. Oh jeez. Yeah, that's not working out the way it should. I don't want this thing to curve this much. Now that's part of the problem here. Yeah. Actually, wait. Can I do that? Yeah, there we go. Jeez. Wasting my life here. Okay. Anyway. What do I think about this? I think that this needs to actually be wider, in all honesty. This also needs to be straighter. Like so. Maybe I could just slide this guy across here. Try to figure that out. Okay. Am I okay? Let's test perspective. Yeah, this chair definitely feels too thin. Way too thin. I really feel like it needs to increase in size. Definitely. But anyway, you guys see how easy it is to actually make a thing. So now you're back. Something wrong with your Twitch. Alrighty, alrighty, okay. Looks like I'm making some progress. Now, although when I look at this, maybe this desk is actually wider, in all honesty. I feel like it's wider when I look at this reference. Let's look at it in perspective just in case. Maybe, yeah, maybe it is just a tiny bit wider than what I see. Kind of what it looks like to me. So these might have to go get like a bit wider. Both of them. So what I am going to do, however, is try and get this chair. I mean, if I can get the chair to actually work the way it should, that's where things will make sense. Okay. So to me, it looks like this is roughly the size, I think, of that. At least that's what it looks like to me. See this? That's the problem. I actually do need. You're gonna change the curve weight, okay? Yeah, that kind of does make more sense. See if I get rid of that for C and now do this. It's not as smooth as I would like it, but it's close enough, in all honesty. Now, keeping in mind that I believe that chair needs to actually bend a tiny bit. Tough choices, man. Tough choices. Either way, this is okay. So that means that this dude is gonna have to also scale. Whoops, scale X. Something like, I'm assuming, still has to go over, so something like that. Get that guy on the actual metal. Okay, seems to work the way it should. So now there's gonna have to be another set. Okay. Oh shit, oh shit. No, I'm making some actual big stuff ups here. So one, this guy has to be on the inner. So let's fix that. Has to be on the inner. And then need to grab all of these and pull this down, because this is actually going to be the bottom piece. So for now, I'll just get rid of these vertices because we don't actually need them. Actually, I feel like... Okay, no, we didn't actually need them. Okay, let's go here. I'll fix all of this in time. Just gonna pull this guy down. Just gonna do something like this, basically. This has to be at the bottom of the seat. And then... I'll just... This one actually can become pretty sharp, I believe. I don't even think... Curve weight. I don't think... No. Set... Curve radius. Like a thing that I can do. Oh shit. That's actually pretty handy. Jeez. Neat tools in Blender. Yeah, I think this makes more sense. There we go. It's a pretty sharp bend when I look at it, so that's exactly what's going on there. Then it seems like the next piece basically comes over, and then yeah, you get it. Anyway, this is what we're gonna do. Take this. We know for a fact that this has to basically come on the outside like so. They need to be flush, I'm guessing. I do kind of feel like these might be way too thick, maybe. I don't know. This really just depends. This definitely needs to widen out just a tiny bit more. Really. So I need to widen these out. Okay, anyway. We're gonna remove clipping. Okay, we're gonna have to delete a bunch of stuff, I think. No, we don't need to remove clipping. Okay. This is kind of what we want to do. Like so. Right. Oh shit, I'm leaving one behind. There we go. Something like this. Looks like. Now you see how that works, right? And then all we really have to do is delete a bunch of these smoothing vertices. Oh, actually, I need one here. There we go. I might actually do another one here. No? Okay, let's try. That looks about right, I think. And yeah, see how easy it is to work with curves, man. I do feel like maybe this needs to be slightly sharper, but I'll give it some proper look. Would you mind to see that reference? How am I going to do this again? Let me see. Add one, like a, let's see, window capture. capture. And then, can I actually use the photos? Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. See? Can you actually see that? No. No, you can't. Well, photos. Okay, let me see if I can open this image with something else. Open with, isn't there like Windows something with other facts and something viewer? I have no idea how I'm going to show you these references. See here. No. Ugh, it's just using the Windows Photos thing. That is window capture. And that is photos. So that... You know what? I can actually... You know what? Let me do this. Hang on. I will open up PureRef. PureRef. There we go. Come on, PureRef. Work with me. Ah, there we go. Now, if I can just fucking... Here's my PureRef screen. But now, see here. Here we go. Okay, let's see if I can actually do this. 1 second. So I have PureRef open now. Gives me creative license. Okay, here we go. I can actually do this. Okay, so I will just slot a bunch of these images together so you can see them. Let's see there. Let's see. Should work. I mean, it's PureRef. Has to work. I mean, I don't have an extensive library of reference images, and that is purely because it's difficult. You have to actually grab images from actual anime. So I think that's okay for now. Given, yeah. Anyway, so now let me try and capture this. So this would be PureRef, and okay, let's see if I can. Holy shit! Come on, PureRef. Okay, I will remove this. Let me see here. I'm sure you want to. Yes. Okay, let's just add a program. It's window capture that I was trying. I was thinking, can I just do game capture? Let's try. Let's try this and see. Specific window. Window PureRef. Can I actually see this? No. No. Just throw the chair. I don't know why my PureRef isn't. Jeez. Why? Why PureRef? Huh. That's quite interesting, actually. The game capture, I mean, I didn't expect game capture to work, in all honesty, but neither does the window capture. No idea. So game capture doesn't work, and you've seen what happens when I actually add display capture. I mean, not display capture, window capture. Doesn't actually work for some reason. Yeah, pure ref. Work with me, man. Yeah, you see, like, it's there, but I don't know why it does that. So, it's unlucky. I don't know why pure ref doesn't actually want to. I'll sort it out for next time, so you can actually see the references. But I will do that. Yeah, I will do that next time. It doesn't want me to capture like the Windows image thingy. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Given how this is turning out, let's see here. Like, there we go. That makes some sense. That fixes some issues. Okay, so that's that. It looks almost exactly like what it should. Let's see. Test it as okay, tiny chair. Okay, we can totally see. I don't know why it wasn't working. I have no clue. Okay, so next, back to what we're doing. This outer needs to go straight. So it's actually quite simple, really. Holy shit, that's not the one I'm editing. It's here. Okay. Right, so let's grab these. Right, and then we just extrude this guy. There we go. That's it. That's exactly how it behaves, I think. Part of this is actually the fact that the chair actually kind of bends like that. But now, really, getting this isn't the easiest thing in the world. Never mind. We got it pretty much, I think. I give it a sharper kind of taper. Yeah, there we go. That's really it. Hey, we did it. And again, we'll adjust the thingy on top. For now, let's get back to that reference and see. I believe they do kind of curve in. It's not completely straight, at least not when I look at them. This can actually be quite a challenge. Well, that is straight, so it might curve just a tiny bit, I think. Now, I want to use something like this, but it's not going to be really fun. Actually, oops. Turn off proportional editing. It's like really, if I wanted to just adjust that, it doesn't really matter in my life. Okay. So now we can actually work on how this is going to actually function. So I might actually make this a bit smaller, to be honest. And let's see this. Can I actually make this straighter? That might be too straight. Okay, never mind. It's fine. Okay, that's correct. These are okay. Guess I could actually push them forward a bit, but nah, it looks fine. What we do need now is that piece. So I want to duplicate this and put it there. However, I'm seriously going to have trouble with this. So instead, I think we might as well just use a square. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? This is annoying. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Shift A. Let's do a plane actually. All right. 90 on X. Yeah, there we go. I can try and fit this to here. Okay. You do any animation? This is for an animation, but generally not a lot. I've played around with some of the animation tools, but this is the first time I'm actually making like a proper animation. I think that's okay. How much we go over also depends, but this looks like it's about right. Maybe This is missing. Looks about right, yeah. Okay. So now actually let's do it like this. Right. Yeah, so this is actually for an anime that I'm making. I have to recalculate those normals. Recalculate. So first we've got to do the tapering, which I really don't want to make this straight. That's part of the problem, really. I don't want to make this straight, and that's because firstly, let me just skip Y. No, something like that. I think it's well worth it. Okay. I want to curve this a little bit, but now I know that these aren't curved. No, it's an actual series, like an actual anime, like a comedy anime series that I'm working on. It's gonna kind of be this high school because it's easy. No other actual reasoning behind that. So it's gonna be a high school anime because it's easy, and we're gonna have basically a couple of characters, maybe 3 actual main characters and teacher maybe, and it's just gonna be like a bunch of like rip-offs or whatever. CG anime or 2D, it's gonna be CG anime, but really closer to like if you look at the new Dragon Ball Fighter Z art style, pretty close to that art style. It's not too difficult to do that art style. It takes a lot of time, but because the characters aren't going to be super detailed, we won't have any issues. Yeah, there is no way this thing can actually be that way. I need to figure this out now. Let's see. Really not the easiest thing to figure out exactly what this needs to be. I mean, whatever. We could actually just go. Yeah, so it is gonna be CG, but it's not gonna be too. It's not gonna be weird looking. Trust me. I've taken way too much time to actually learn techniques and stuff to figure out how not to make it look crappy. Slightly just pull that there. I think that's okay. I really don't know what else it's supposed to do, in all honesty. Yeah, so it's gonna be cel-shaded style, but let's see. It just depends. I'm not sure just yet, but it might be solid cel-shaded, or I might actually combine the cel shader with the diffuse shader, because that also kind of looks nice. You'll see that type of shader in, you know that, what is it called? Star Citizen League of Legends. You'll kind of see that it has like a cel-shaded shadow, but it uses a diffuse shader to behave a certain way. Oh, that looks like it makes sense to me. Sweet. Okay. What we might need here is edge splits. Another 45, 46, I think it's fine. And get this guy smooth again. Let's see. There we go, it looks good enough to me. I might need to make it slightly thinner, but So this guy's definitely gonna have to go down, even looking at this chair. And I think this chair might need to go down a little bit, to be honest. This is way too high. So just a little bit of edits here, it seems. Not too bad though, I can fix that. So anyway, let's go back to our classroom scene here. Have a look at, oh, we have that. I need to combine these shapes. Okay, what we will do first is take all of these and I will send them to a new layer. That is going to be this guy. Now we have a copy of that and a copy of those, so that's fine. Now what we need to do is turn this guy into, see, I'm gonna edit these. I know it's not correct, but I do want to just see it. Mesh for curve, that's those two. Did both of them change? Yeah. Okay, let's grab these and Control J. There we go. It works. Still too high, but I'll fix that. In fact, I think it's too thick as well. Definitely too thick. I think I need to change that. Anyway, we'll have to make this 40, 46. 46 not enough. 47 then. Ugh. I think that's it. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Anyway, let's go to our classroom scene. Give it a look. Yeah, looks like things are working. Those are our chairs. They aren't perfect. Let's just look at this. Looks like we've got some alignment issues here. Yeah, we do. Let's fix that. Assuming something like this. Be about right. Yeah, let's go back and let's just give us a quick render and just see. Again, remember that the lighting is not actually decent and I still have those booleans active. Let's see. Alright, cell shaded style. Find that cell shaded style looks best with 3D animation. Yeah, it does. There's many ways you can rip it off and stuff. No, not No Man's Sky. Star Citizen. It's not Star Citizen. Jeez. What am I saying? It's the League of Legends anime sets. What were they called? Galaxy Star something. Isn't it Star Citizen? I don't know. These are actually working. What I am kind of worried about though. Let me see if I can I get in there? Let's actually see this. That's what I want to see. We do have an edge split, right? Oh no, we don't. I added an edge split on the other one. Okay, edge split. There we go. We need this guy to be something like 50 something. So just need to inspect this thing. Okay, there we go. I think it's something like 52, 53. Need to get it just right so it doesn't end up edge splitting anything else. In fact, I don't even think I have edge split in these. No, I don't. Might as well get that edge split on. Edge split, edge split. Edge split. Okay, there we go. So here it's pretty much the same thing. Although I believe this is like 46. 45, 46. 45. Yeah, I think 45 is okay. We'll tell now. Yeah, there we go. Now it's lighting this stuff properly. Now don't worry, I know it's a bit harsh and stuff. It's really because we don't have the Hemi. And the sun is actually Don't worry about that. That's really just a boolean. I can just fix that. Let's see. Have too much of ass for those chairs. Alright, Julie. Star Citizen. What the hell is the name of that damn thing? Okay, let me see. I'll tell you now. What the hell is that thing called? I can never remember the name of that damn thing. Legends. It's called. Is it? Yes, okay, it's Star Guardian. That's it. Motherfucking Star Citizen. They're too similar. Okay, so looking at this, it looks like these look okay. This needs to become thinner. That's definite. The height of this needs to become like this needs to go down just a little bit. Might need to get a little wider, maybe. I'll have to give that a proper look. But we did already say that the desks needed to be a bit wider. Overall, I think we are looking quite good, to be honest. I'm not actually sure if these are getting lines, to be honest. Because I don't actually see a line here. Really doesn't make sense to me. Let's check freestyle. Really confusing. Let's try this again, shall we? Although I feel like it's starting to fill out now, really. And let's maybe not make the... Where the hell is that thing? Not make it so light. We can actually have a better look at the line. And now 0.4 is about right. 0.4 is usually what I use. Let's see, maybe it's a bit too thin. Here's our problem. Crease. Yeah, so it's Star Guardian. Let me allow that. Sorry about that. Automod. I hope this isn't a school hentai. Nah, it's not. Not even close. It's really just a comedy. You know, just a light-hearted comedy, really. Chaining shit, so. Come on, freestyle, work with me. Freestyle can be annoying sometimes, really. Silly, that's 2 lines, that's 2 lines. This needs to get fixed here, which I will fix. It's not too difficult to fix that. We'll fix this with a boolean. For the most part, I think this is actually looking quite well. Like we need to... I might skip the hemi this time, and I might actually do some other stuff here. We'll see, given the fact that I've actually rendered stuff before. The lines look okay for now, and I also feel like maybe we need to get this guy just a tiny bit straighter, maybe. Maybe that is just too long. Guardian Citizen, it's the star that's the confusing part, man. Don't confuse the star. I think we might actually need to make these a bit thicker as well, maybe. Actually, let's check our camera, right? Let's go in here with our camera and try really to mimic a shot that I have here. Can I actually reset the rotation of this object? When is our rotation? I think this. That's that, and then this guy as well. Yeah, it's not this. Oh no, that is it. Okay, 90. That is it. Okay. So given what this looks like, let's do this. Yeah, Okay, looks like we do definitely have some editing to do. Luckily, we made... Ah, there we go. Let's actually render this guy. Luckily, we've made enough changes. And we saved the previous models. So we can actually make changes to this. Now, freestyle is bugging me for some reason. I think it might be because of this. Absolutely supposed to be correct. Yeah, so but if you do see the Star Guardian thing, it's a toon shader mixed with a diffuse shader. And it actually has a very pleasant view. Yeah, these are definitely incorrect. There's a bunch of stuff I need to solve here. I don't know if it'll turn out wider. Once I pull this down, we'll see indefinitely if that's enough or if I have to make it a bit more wider. Or a bit wider, not more wider. These desks might need to get a bit wider. I think it's only the widest. Maybe I'll pull these down just a tiny bit, maybe. So let's actually check our freestyle. Freestyle is annoying me. Yeah, I can actually add a transparency, which is also pretty good. Let's do this. Want to work with me? Where is that? That's really... You know what, let's leave the alpha on. Let's see, why is this freestyle thickness behaving like a piece of shit? Come on, freestyle, work with me. It's really not actually behaving the way it should. Let's do this. I just want to see, like, I know I'm turning it up to like a ridiculous amount. It's really just to see if this thing is actually behaving. Oh, okay, it's behaving. Alright, so let's try 3. Okay, that should be okay. Let's try that. Then Jake's gotta clear the chair just for you. You got jokes, Julia. Okay. There are a couple of problems here. Let's see. Actually, not. It's not too bad. That might work. And then Lily just oops. 3 is okay for now. Super thick, but yeah. I really wish I could sort out something like, I wonder if you can distance from camera. There we go. That is handy. So we make lines that go further away, like thinner. But I don't know. We'll work with that. Right now, I really shouldn't even be doing this. Like, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, we can actually use transparency so that it actually the color of the stroke becomes the color that's underneath. Which actually works well, I think. This window is actually looking quite nice. There are some things that need to go away. See here. Can't really tell, and that's probably because I think we have some compression settings. And then we aren't choosing full sampling. Yeah, I mean, here and there we have to do a certain amount of things, but it's okay for now. There we go. Now that makes some sense. Okay, got the lines, they all kind of work. It's not working perfectly though, because I'm actually seeing some lines here, and it might just be because of the edge split. Maybe I'll actually have to see. I'm basically getting some lines there where we don't want them. These desks and everything are working out fine. It's okay. These chairs definitely need to get fixed, without a doubt, it seems. Let's see if I look at anyone else. Let's see, reference. Yeah, they all kind of the same thing, really. Yeah, even height-wise, they're pretty much the same. Okay, that works. See, smoke break, boys, smoke break. So it's okay, it's getting there, and like I said, we really shouldn't be focusing on these renders, but it's really just to see the placement of things, how those things are behaving. That's the only real reason that those are there. I think we're doing good though. So there are a couple of things like these chairs, they definitely need to get a bit wider, and as a result I feel like these are going to need to get wider. I need to basically also pull these down because the spacing isn't correct. Yeah, tiny bit of stuff that needs to change here and there. I think we're doing well. I mean, well, school is actually going places, man. We are going places. Anyway, let me have a tiny smoke break. How long have I even been going for, really? 2 hours 16. Not bad. I really should be doing this like 4 hours a day, in all honesty. Also, I'm not too sure how far behind the delay is. I think it's quite far behind. Maybe. I don't know, Twitch has like a new, like super whatever, and there is a poor connection on my side. I don't know why, but there is. So it is a bit delayed. You know, I think this is actually looking good. What I do want to do is let's actually just go in here and test out some stuff here on this chair. Can't wait to see the coloring. It does take some time on that, but because obviously I have to engineer all the damn materials. It's not huge, but it can be a bit of a pain, trust me. Given what this looks like, it seems, look at this in perspective, and definitely this definitely needs to go lower. Let's see if I can. That's what I was worried about. You see how each one of these points kind of drags along with the thing. That's part of the problem. See. So, in all honesty, the only way to rectify this is actually delete segments. Look, I can't complain because really, it's handy as all hell. Looks like it's around here, I think, because it is more rectangle than it is square. So let's try this. This guy pretty tight there, yeah. And then let's double check that guy. Seems to be alright, I think. Looks about right to me, I think. Pull this dude down like that. I think we also might need to scale this. Something like that seems appropriate. And then we have to do the same thing here. This is really part of the problem. I really do hate doing this. I think we can actually grab these. I don't think it will affect anything. Yeah. So there we go. For some reason that looks so tiny. Let's just deselect. Let's see. Have you tested the scale of the chair and desk with human proportions? Not really, actually. I should. I should. Let's see that. Your aunt said I'm a genius. All in day's work for a genius, man. No, thank you to your aunt. Let's see. Can I get a Rigify? Rigify. No. See if I can add human. Okay. Now, in terms of, now this is the thing, my scale is actually quite different, so we need to actually make some sense of this. So, hey, where the hell did the Rigify go? Huh. Have it on another separate layer that's not this one. Ah, there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna move this back to 1 so I can see. Go to 1. Move this person in here. So, ideally, right, this person, actually see this. What height is this person? I'm gonna test this out on a... Oh wait, actually, no. That is not the answer. We need to cursor to center. There we go. Get a human in there. Now we have a human. Okay, so now I just want to see what height this person is. Let's see here. Okay, and what is the height of this box here? 2 meters. That is a bit inaccurate. I think the average is 1.8. Yeah, 1.8. So we need to scale this person. Okay, so we gotta scale this person. But the problem is I don't think we can scale it this way. Either way, it's fine. I think that's 1.8. See that. 1.6, that is about average, about like female. 1.8 is, yeah, roughly 1.8, 1.7. Let's actually get this. We have to say that this was a male, for example. That's not what I wanted to do. Go away. Okay. Do this now. Okay, so when I look at this, I can actually tell from some reference, because I have a reference shot with actual people. You should probably, yeah, definitely. Okay, so here we have it. This is above 1.8. Was it 1.8? Yeah. And it seems that the desk should come just under the... Jeez. Okay. So if I look at it like so, it looks like for 1.8, the desk should... That's the hip line. The desk should come around here. So that is the correct height. That is the correct height. That makes me wonder about my life. That is the correct height, though. That is 1.8 and roughly anime proportions are slightly different to real humans. Yeah, that is true. I mean, roughly in scale, it's okay. So it looks like the size of things are correct, but I need to, like you said, I actually need to measure this according to the, let me move this back to our test layer. And now, okay, there we go. Okay. So now, when I look at this, this is where things get a bit shaky. So this is the actual chair. Do I have anything else somewhere here? Why did I put this here? Ah well. Okay, so yeah, we are looking at like, especially because it's also teen height, so that's, yeah, anyway. So that is, I'm not even sure. I don't even want to pose this thing. So can I actually, I mean, it might not be too difficult to pose this. Pose mode. And just, no, it's not an IKEA rig. Ugh. It's not an IKEA rig, is it? No. No, it's not. That doesn't help my situation. Actually. Do I have proportional editing? Okay. Come on. Certainly. I thought Rigify had an IKEA rig in this kinematics. Let's see. Ugh. This is such a pain. Okay, we'll do this the hard way. Let's say actually let me just do this. This makes my life easier. Like so. Like so. Like that. And through that anime proportions are a bit wonky, but we will do what we can. Let's see, this probably needs to go slightly higher. So, let's see. Now, can I actually take this person? Because now it's going out of pose mode, so I need to actually, oh, not edit mode, object mode. There we go. Rotate. This is so funny. Okay, now we'll just put you there. Right. Let's just do this. Oh no, that's not what I want to do. Object mode. Shift you there. So, if I look at my reference, according to my reference, the chair's height should be just above the lower back. Which, I mean, like, yeah, that's a bit wonky, the length of the leg and stuff, but it's actually, now that I look at this. Huh. Hey, this is the song that I use for my intro. Oops. So let's just test this. Yes, it is correct. The shade is actually supposed to be back slightly smaller, but nah, that is correct. So I think that's okay. Given the fact that in the anime, at least in my reference shots here, it looks like their legs go straight and then they just go down. So I don't know why this, let's actually see pose mode. Yeah, that's actually quite accurate. Oh yeah, but at least given my reference, this looks about right. This is a character of 1.8. These are teens, so that should work out. Okay. I think that is correct. Does kind of make sense now. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay. Now this chair is the one that we will test. Three. Oh, it's not. No, three. There we go. Okay. The leg is funny, yeah. No inverse kinematics, and that's at its own. That's its own problem, really. Okay, there we go. I think, yeah, this kind of works. Kind of. I don't know if I should make this chair taller, but given what I'm looking at, that's when I look at this chair in perspective, it looks about correct. Desk needs to get a bit wider. That is a given. Let's see. Yeah, in fact, the desk is also a tiny bit lower. So if we mess with this, it's something like this. And you'll see this is the scale that I'm working off of, so I think that's about right. In fact, it still stays a little taller. That is about right, I think. Yeah, I'll just put that back. All right, so these chairs are the ones that are correct. I do kind of feel that 7.5. Kind of feel like this thing goes in a bit too much. Maybe might want to pull that out just a tiny bit. We'll sort that out. So yeah, I did make the rig set. Again, I don't know how much I'm actually delayed, and that's just purely because the thingy wasn't behaving. In all honesty, it's actually quite delayed. I think it's like almost a minute or something delayed. But I can't help it. Nah, I didn't want to restart the stream early on, so I can't help that. Yeah, definitely. I have to add more furnishings and so on and so forth. You're probably getting my messages like way later than they are, but yeah. I wonder. Oh wow. No, but that's what I was worried about. Scaling that. Okay, but I can actually scale those desks a tiny bit. That will work. Yeah. It does look like it's looking correct, really. I want to give them a little more space between each other, I think, maybe. And then, yeah. So we've got that going. Now, the windows and stuff I'm really taking my time with. That's because of... Yeah, I'm constantly editing them, so I don't want to have to make changes and be unable to edit them afterwards. So that is quite important. Yeah, I do want to make these wider. That'll make these pillars bigger. I really don't know. So I do want them to actually touch the end. Yeah, so I do actually have to check it out in proper like perspective and stuff. But I mean, given what we're working with, I think we're good. Now, when I see this, let's look at this. Actually, this looks okay. Let's check a render again. Oh, don't have a floor and stuff. That is quite funny. Oh, go away. Okay. Put the floor and stuff back. Ceiling, floor. Yeah, I think it's looking okay. I think it's quite good, actually. These windows will get fixed. That's okay. Those frames. again, the desks are looking kind of more square than they should. So we'll fix that though, I think. I think we can actually do a pretty good job fixing that. Also, what I want to fix is this, and I think that's... is that caused by the edge split? I don't know. It shouldn't be. Let's see, where's that edge split? Should the edge split be any? That doesn't actually matter. Whatever. I will go like 54. Try that render again. Yeah, that's the only thing that's bugging me. Is, see, is our sun actually? We are doing specular, and on the hemi, we are doing specular, I believe. Yeah. Why are we still getting this? That is a interesting question. Let me actually just see something. Yeah, I think we need to work with this edge split. I don't want it to. I really don't want it to affect the. Okay, let's do 60. Nice 60. Let's see if that works. Problem comes in is that, like, you can see it ends up making like a little crease there, and that's annoying. That's just freestyle, man. In fact, I think it's making it worse. See, can you see there? It's making a line that I don't want, and I don't know why. That's why I really don't like the edge split sometimes. It's not the most reliable node in the world. It could also just be because of our geometry, but I don't think so. Also, what I could do, Zach, is I could just emulate the perspective and then just check my scales according to a reference image. That could work, definitely. Yeah, definitely we need to also get cabinets and stuff in there. Okay. Let's see. Are you gonna make the room bigger so the teacher's desk and door can fit better? Given... Okay, let's see, right? Given... Oops. Given our current position, if I look at this, we might extend the room a tiny bit, we'll see. But basically, from what I understand, is that the door is half of this, exactly half. So if the door is going to fit in there and it's going to be half, then yeah, that'll dictate some stuff by itself. Because that door equals the space from this wall to the first desk. Usually, at least. We'll have to play with some scale, play with some stuff like that, but for the most part, I think it's okay. Yeah. What was I? Oh yeah, I was checking out the edge split. Let's check this out. You see, this line is annoying me. For now, I actually will not turn on full sampling. It's purely to save the render time. Yeah, you see, that's annoying as all hell, in all honesty. And I don't know how I'm going to fix that. This is where things get a bit wonky, really. 0.6. That actually might be my problem here. Thickness. Let's go here. Get that base thickness. I think it's 3, which is correct. And then actual thickness here in freestyle is supposed to be set to whatever I want it to be. That's one part of it. But now it's really trying to figure out. So I guess we could just group. We could do some yeah, maybe we could do some, like, I think vertex groups or something. I'm not sure. We'll have to actually work with that to see. I generally hate chaining, but let's just check. That might work. Let's see. Blah, color. Let's see this. Now that's annoying though. That little thing that it's doing there. I have to do something to clean that up. Yeah, this is annoying as all hell. Also, I'm liking the highlights that we're getting. That's really nice. We'll be able to sharpen them up, make them like actual proper toon highlights. But now these lines are annoying. Yeah, that's the problem. Quite annoying actually. Guess we could like use some groups and then exclude certain groups that we want to get the lines off of. That's okay. But yeah, I know there's some stuff we can do to actually fix this thing. I just need to figure it out. We'll come back and clean that up, clean that extra line up. For the most part, we're doing well. Again, the desks, that even from this perspective, look way too square. I think we might go with a slightly longer thing. For the most part, we aren't getting any weird stuff from the lines, which is okay. I've seen some nice highlights and stuff. That is annoying, but we'll fix that. Either way, I think that's about it. I've been here for like 2.5 hours, I think. Yeah, tomorrow I'll do like 4 hours. We'll see. Either way, this is our test render. It's making progress from where we were. There's a couple of things actually. First, I should save. Okay. We are making progress from our previous thingy, our previous episode. We have a bit of stuff that we need to work on. A couple of errors that I'm seeing are like, yeah, the inner bend here, way too much. We need to clean that up without a doubt. The outer bend is fine. The width of these guys, that looks to be pretty important. We need to solve that. Let's see what else. Maybe like the width of these, because it doesn't look uniform when I look at them. It's like one side, like these sides are thicker, so I might want to do that to just even them out. If there's anything else, I'm not too sure. Really. Yeah. We've got the boards, we've got everything. We're gonna have the teacher's desk, and they'll give us more or better idea of what's happening. We'll get the doors in. we'll see how we can work on that room yeah, if we need to extend it or not. We'll figure that out. Really, once we get doors in, we'll be able to tell what if we need to like edit anything. For the most part though, I think this is it. Anyway, thanks for watching, peeps. Make sure you guys check out my Discord. If you guys yeah, if you guys want to hang out and stuff, check out Discord. I don't even know what else to say. Check out my social media and stuff. Don't forget to follow and subscribe, peeps. I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna do a game stream today. I'm pretty tired. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. We'll work on this some more tomorrow, definitely. Alrighty. Anyway, that's it. Peace.